Girls just want fun. The boys. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. This shit for the sun season. Run that track. Still juggling this shit. Ooh, hop in that phone.
Oh, you're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, sometimes we are family. Get up, everybody.
Hello, SPHS. My name's Luna,
And my name is Denari.
and we are Making the Grade.
We are 7 seniors who put together a show to keep you updated on what's going on in SBHS.
Let's get right into the first episode. Recently, we've entered a new world with many COVID restrictions. This has been a big transition for us that came with many challenges, especially in a school setting.
It was very difficult for staff and students after returning to a building they haven't been in for almost 2 years. We've interviewed staff and students to find out their different opinions.
I know we've faced many challenges coming back to a new environment with new COVID restrictions.
We interview staff and students to get their perspective on it. Let's see what they got to say.
We prepared to come back to school by having a lot of meetings and discussions on what the layout was going to be with all the students back and the positions that we were all going to be in throughout the day.
When you talk about social distancing, when you talk about classrooms, you talk about like, probably the biggest thing we have to talk about is lunches.
We organize all the equipment, at least on a phys ed side of life, to make sure that it would be safe for students to use.
We did the typical meetings, professional development, looking through our past lesson plans to make sure they would still work well in a classroom setting. I had to mentally prepare a lot of meditation, a lot of reflection, just to make sure that not only were the kids going to be prepared, but was I going to be prepared.
I think when you talk about road bumps, it's that uncertainty. You didn't know what was going to happen. You know, when we opened up in September, you didn't know whether there was going to be lots of cases or lots of quarantining. And I think those were the type of road bumps that we faced.
We needed to almost alter everything that we were doing, right? We had to make new lessons, we had to make our materials online, we had to still make things interactive while still being fun but also informative.
I would say is monitoring the bathrooms. Previously, there was no restrictions as far as how many students can go in.
Locker room procedures are another one. Students are not instructed to change anymore, only their sneakers, but to lock everything up and just to get out because it's such a small area.
The biggest challenge for any school, especially at the high school level, is the cafeteria.
What was most challenging? I'd say making friends, because it's like you meet someone, you get to know that person, you guys are now friends. However, like next time you see them in the hall, you might not realize them because of their mask.
The interactions probably in the lunchroom have been the most different. I would say now more so, I'm more in the halls and things like that, so I only really talk to the students during passing of lunches or when they're headed to the bathroom.
I'm actually seeing some kids more often than I was before. I find that kids are now stopping by the classroom a lot more often, saying hi, seeing how I'm doing, seeing how you're doing.
I'm new to the district, so I don't really interact with people like that. So it's pretty easy for me, but for others you could tell it's difficult and it really is challenging.
This was the first year that we've had 2 different classes in South Brunswick with no experience of being in the high school, so instead of just one grade class being the freshmen getting lost, you had the freshmen and sophomores, which made it, extremely difficult for all of us.
It feels like it should be my second year here, but it still feels like the first year.
At first it was pretty confusing, but after the first week or 2, once you've been to all your classes, it's really easy. You just realize there's B hall, there's A hall, it's all lined up in a way where you could get around easily.
It was just weird, like leaving school with like not a lot of responsibilities as a sophomore, and coming back and having to apply to colleges right away. Like, it feels like I'm still too young to do that, even though it's like my time.
I absolutely, I'm so excited that everyone's back in the building. You know, I want some sort of normalcy in this crazy time that we're living in. And schools are only schools when we have staff and students in the building.
For students that were here last year and staff members that were here last year, it was like a ghost town almost. Like, there was only 150 kids some days a little bit more, some days less. So now seeing everyone back, it's just a good feeling to see all the students back in school and being able to have some type of normalcy.
It's definitely a lot, and it feels like more than it did sophomore year, just because I'm more conscious of like all these people being around me.
1,000+ people in a very confined space during all of this is a little nerve-wracking. I don't think any of us have really been in a confined space with more than 4 people in almost 2 years.
Well, I know we can get through it. We believe in you, SBHS.
Now let's take a look at some of the positive aspects that came out of quarantine. As you all know, fashion and the influence over our outfits has changed dramatically during our time at home.
Yeah, from TikTok trends to high fashion movements, social media and pop culture has played a huge influence on what we wear. In order to see the unique style of SBHS, we went out and interviewed our peers.
Hey, so have you been seeing the outfits people have been wearing this year?
Yeah, people have really stepped up their game.
Yeah, I think my style has definitely changed as well.
Same. I got some new pants, some new earrings, and I don't have to wear sweatpants to school every day.
Well, let's see what everyone else has been wearing this year.
Yeah, let's.
My name is Denari Simon Ponte.
Hey, my name is Ashley.
My name is Daniel Strickland.
My name is Defina Simon Ponte.
Hi, my name is Eric.
My name is Francis. My name is Jailene.
I would describe my style as very simple, yet put together.
I would say my style is definitely an oversized casual.
Just whatever I'm in the mood in, I guess, whenever I feel comfortable. Sometimes it's like tight clothing, sometimes it's baggy clothing. So just whatever I'm in the mood for.
I don't really have like a certain aesthetic or anything. I kind of just dress like how I feel and like whatever's most comfortable.
I would describe my style as like 90s runway model. I would describe my style as being different from others. I don't like to match other people. I don't like to match what society wants females or anyone to really look like.
I usually shop at like kind of basic stores like Forever 21, but also I go thrifting a lot too.
I normally shop at a couple different stores: Foot Locker, Champ Sports, Dick's Sporting Goods, Kohl's.
I like thrifting a lot. I basically shop in my mom's closet, my sister's closet, but like basic shops like Urban Outfitters, PacSun.
I like to thrift a lot. I like to shop at like H&M, Forever 21. I usually get all my clothes from my mom or my brother, but if I do shop, I like to go to thrift stores.
I normally go to Urban Outfitters. I shop online with ASOS. I go to thrift stores in New York a lot, and a lot of my clothes come from like my dad's old collection when he was in college.
So my outfit, these pants, I thrifted them, and these are from Forever 21.
These pants are my dad's old pants when he was in college. This shirt as well. And then this is like one of my brother's vests that he used to wear.
The most I would spend maximum on clothes is maybe a couple $100.
Max is probably $100.
The max I would ever spend on clothes is probably like $300, including my sneakers.
Maybe like $400.
Like maximum maybe like $50 because a lot of it's thrifted.
The max I would ever spend on clothes would probably be like $500.
Someone I look up to when it comes to dressing is myself.
I would say I inspired my own outfits.
I think what inspired my outfit today is nature, I guess, just like earth tones. Yeah.
My outfit is inspired by the way I wanted to look today and how my mood was and how I was feeling.
I really love like Lisa Bonet and like obviously her daughter Zoe Kravitz, but I love Rihanna's fashion, just the way she looks like always comfortable but like cute as hell.
My fashion icon, I wouldn't say I have just one. Probably just like everyone around me. Like I'm kind of inspired by everyone around me.
I love seeing the creativity shown throughout people's clothing.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see what else everyone's gonna be wearing this year.
Denari, didn't I just?
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, Denari. Anyways, I need to step up my game this year after seeing all those outfits. School is really a runway for some people this year.
Now we're gonna take a look at another way students express themselves artistically, music.
For many people, music has become a way to escape from the day-to-day stresses of life. Especially during COVID, music was needed almost every day.
Music means so many different things to people, and what we choose to listen to has an impact on how we feel and how we want to feel. So, how does SBHS view music? After quarantine and the influence of social media, a lot of people dove into music as a way to comfort themselves through these stressful times.
With having such a diverse school, the possibilities of all different types of music are endless.
From Johann Sebastian Bach to Lil Uzi Vert.
From Missy Elliott to John Coltrane.
From Drake to Burna Boy.
Let's see what people are listening to. So, what song are you listening to?
I'm listening to For the First Time by Marco Marco.
I like that artist. What song are you listening to?
I'm listening to Love Sick Girl by
Hey.
So, what song are you listening to?
Oh my God. Tattoo Tears.
By?
I
So, what song are you listening to?
You Only Live Twice from CLB.
So, what song are you listening to?
21 Savage.
What's the song?
No Heart.
Throwback, I like it. Alright, so what song are you listening to?
Smoke Break by Twisted.
So what song are you listening to?
I'm listening to a band called Day 6 and the song's called You Make Me.
Alright, so what song are you listening to?
Style by King.
What song are you listening to?
Cruel World of Lana Del Rey.
Alright, thank you. So what song are you listening to?
Right now I'm listening to Valerie by The Weeknd.
What song are you listening to?
Better Believe The Weeknd.
What song are you listening to?
What song?
Yeah.
Smoke Strong, Sincerely Control.
Never mind, I'm paranoid. No, I do that
Okay.
bad. Like
So what song are you listening to?
Right now I'm listening to What's Your Name by
I think that I got what you needed. I wouldn't do anything that you claim.
What song are you listening to?
I'm listening to Female Energy Part 2 by Willow.
Such a good song!
What song are you listening to?
The Young Boy, Sincere Control. I can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? He's a good all the time. So, this new album, just listen to it. It's a 10 out of 10. You know what? Hold on.
Wow, what a wide range of music choices we have here at SBHS.
If you were asked the same question, what song would you choose?
I'd probably choose Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. What about you, Ash?
I think I would choose Sunken Place by Leon Thomas.
Good answer, good answer.
So, with all these different types of songs and music that people have said, what do you think music really means to people?
Let's find out. So what does music mean to you?
Music has all types of forms to me. It just helps me relax when I'm stressed out. You can interpret the lyrics any way you want. That's all it means to me.
So what does music mean to you?
Music is something that helps me express myself, and it's just something that I can really connect to.
Alright, what does music mean to you?
Music? Music is something that you can listen to relieve stress, to take you away from how you're feeling, to make you feel better about yourself. Or it's a way that you could make yourself feel better by making music of your own.
What does music mean to you?
Who?
Music.
Music.
What does music mean to you?
This is soothing sound, that's all it means to me.
What does music mean to you?
Music means like getting away from our problems and things, so I listen to it to get away from my problems.
What does music mean to you?
Music means everything to me. Music can go with many things. Sports, life, family parties, events, anything.
Alright, what does music mean to you?
Music means a lot to me. You know, it's like this thing, you know, where like you escape out of this world into like a new reality where you almost float. You know, it's this very beautiful thing. And honestly, you can go any way with it, you know? Music is like a genre that anybody can like. Any type of music, anybody can like it, whether it's rap, rock, heavy metal, or like hip hop or R&B. Like, it's just something really beautiful, you know? And people are really talented at it.
What does music mean to you?
Music, to me, when I think of music, I think of, you know, happiness and calmness and feeling good. And sometimes it makes me want to move. Sometimes it wants me to sit down and just relax and chill out. To me, music is important. I think it should be in everyone's life.
Alright, so what does music mean to you?
Music means a lot to me. If I don't have music, it's probably going to be a bad day. Music like helps like my mood and stuff, so music is like a very vital part of my life.
What does music mean to you?
I like listening to it. It makes me feel good. Each type of music sometimes makes me want to dance. Sometimes it makes me, you know, sad.
It's like my comfort zone. Like depending on my feelings, I can listen to it and relate to it sometimes.
Something I can vibe to.
Great. Alright, so what does music mean to you?
Music means to me is that it's like a place where I can take my mind off things and just kind of relax, and it allows me to get in the zone, whether sad or like exciting, like hyped to get me ready for like a game or a race or something, anything like that.
So what does music mean to you?
Music means a lot of things. Music can make you feel really good when you're feeling bad. When you hear a song, it can bring you back memories of when you were little or happy times or sad times. Music is, to me, music is a big part of life.
Nari, we got some pretty meaningful answers.
Yeah. So Ashley, what does music mean to you?
I would say music means understanding how other people feel through like how they, okay, nope. We're gonna, I don't know how to, I need to practice my answer because then I'm just gonna start rambling. Alright. Okay, alright. Wow, Denari, we got some pretty meaningful answers.
Yeah, we did. So Ashley, what does music mean to you?
I would say music means happiness and experiencing love from like different artists, like through different artists' point of view. And yeah, what would your answer be?
I would probably say that music is a way to interpret your feelings. If you look at music as another person's expression of that, an expression of feeling, then each song is a different feeling that you can interpret for yourself. And by having these emotions and uncovering these truths about yourself through music, you can really grow and develop and experience life in its fullest. Yeah.
Good answer.
Whoa, the way people interpret and integrate music to their lives is so beautiful. I never really understood music, but now I get why I see so many people wearing their headphones in the hallways.
Well, that's all for the first episode. Comment down below your favorite package.
Be on the lookout for episode 2. Until then, I'm Luna.
And I'm Denari.
See you next time.
And that's